Popping, everybody. Hulk up, Hulk up. Salute, Gary Smith. Baby Kobe, salute. Lordtown 978, salute. Papa Saw Money, salute. Salute, everybody. What's poppin'? Papa Saw Money. Lordtown, live from the 718, Baby Kobe, Gary Smith. Salute. Palado, salute. Parat. What's poppin', everybody? We got a lot of things to talk about today. So, I'm going to get right to it. First, I'm going to start. What part of DR are you from? Santiago, Free Willy. Salute, Free Willy. First, we got salute to all the hoods in the city of New York. We got a bunch of closures coming up now. They're going back to quarantine, basically, status. Shutting down businesses and all kinds of money-making parts of those communities. Cesar Alivio, salute. Yo. That dude, yo, Wildcat, salute my brother Day One, you heard? Facts, that dude. Ray Leon Rivera, salute. Goes my bro right there. Yeah, man. So they're about to close a bunch of parts of New York. But before we even get to that, I just wanted to put something on that I saw earlier. Excuse me. I saw something earlier that I thought y'all should check out. Y'all can see it. I'm gonna take myself out so that y'all can see it better. Hold on, let me see who else is up in here. In case I missed anybody, Rico Cinco, salute. Brian Crawley, salute. I'm going through I'm going through it now. Check to see if I missed anybody. All right. So check this out right here. Now, did y'all see that? GW Quinn, salute. What makes it bugged out is how random. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I was talking about the other day of how random these dudes are. This is why the prison system is only going to double in population. You can expect that in the future for it to double in population. Joshy France, salute Poughkeepsie. Facts, salute Poughkeepsie. You know, you can expect it to double because, like I said, the acts are random. Yeah, baby Kobe. He said, at least put your shirt. Bro, they ain't doing none of that. Mitch, salute, Michito. What's up, Mitchy? That's my dude, Mitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes do the things off random. That's not gangster. Now, what I really wanted y'all to see about that, it wasn't really just the act in itself. Watch this. Iraq, salute Iraq. I see you, boy. My 5 stars in the building. Now watch this right here. Right? So forget the video. So here's the two dudes right here. So one dude, Guillermo, this dude here, he's 48. Due to this side. This dude over here on this side, he's 19. Now, here's the thing what I'm trying to show people, or what I'm trying to teach these dudes about relevance and about meaningful things, right? This is what I'm trying to show people. So, Tom Hurd, salute. Tom Brazy, salute. We popping, you already know. So you got a dude that's 47. He's about to hit 50. He already hit half of his lifetime. And you got Shorty is 18. He's just really starting his lifetime. So if the old timer claps Shorty and murks him, he never even got to start his life. If Shorty claps son, he already lived half of his life already. You see what I'm saying? Like, these are the things that a lot of these dudes don't think. So when you go to the dude and he hustling and you try to beat him, right? You try to beat him. They do that all the time. Dude will come with a fake 10 or come with man short, Dudes is like, nah, bro, I ain't giving you no free ones today, bro. Go get your bread up. Dude grabs and starts running, boom. But little do he know that these dudes nowadays, they probably gonna pack the hammer just to rob a nigga of a dub. Just for a dub. I ain't got the bread, but I need to take it to I need a moat or I need to do this or whatever. So them they gonna go to the with the hammer to the worker and they gonna rob the worker for the little whatever he got. That shit is trash, yo. Papa Saw Money said either way it's a loss. It's definitely a loss, but one loses more than the other in that exchange. Because like I said, the other dude, he already lived half his life. This dude ain't start his yet. So he loses more. That's a fact. That's a fact, Mitch. You know, like I said, both of them probably ain't gonna get too much time unless Craig Real uncut. Salute, Craig. Unless one of them got a criminal history record or whatever, yeah, and then they gonna go to the feds, and then it's gonna be a different ball game. But if they don't got no records, you're gonna get reckless endangerment. They'll be out in a couple of years. Even though that was wild. Somebody could have got hit. Little kid could have got hit. Old lady, somebody's mom's. You know what I'm saying? Up north begging for a bowl, offering to wash dishes, getting no mail, begging for tops. Yes, Gito Quinn. Gito Quinn be doing. Almighty DTR salute. That's how dudes be. That's how dudes be. They be up north begging. They ain't got nobody sending them no bread. You know what I'm saying? They just done deal. Word. Done deal. So when I looked at that, I said, "Look, that's another example how dudes is trying to make it like a old dudes against younger dudes things. No, it's not even like that. Because you lose. Not we don't listen. When a person's already lived half his life, he's looking at what another. It depends on how he has his health. He's looking at another 20, 30 years, and then he's done. But you gotta live yours, bro. You gotta live yours. You cutting yours short. You win if you get up to his age and then you do some wild, okay. But now you doing it early, you ain't even gonna get to his age. You's a done deal. Salute, Scott Streets. I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking at that, I'm bugging. I'm like, yo, what the hell is that? Broad daylight. Nah, bro, that's not gangster, homie. It's not gangster. Because see, where we fail is that we as people, we complain about so much, but we don't never complain about the things that we do to each other within inside. Everybody looks on the outside and complains, bang, 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 bang. But in the inside, everybody ignores things that are really meaningful things that you shouldn't ignore because if they grow, they destroy. You see what I'm saying? So those are things that you got to think about. So when I looked at that, I'm like, yo, these dudes is bugging. Che Hercules, salute. Most of these old heads almost dead need to reinvent themselves. Their appearance ain't even up to par. Yeah. I mean, son, yeah, I looked at that old head. He looked crazy, but then again, he could blend because he's up there in the heights. You know what I'm saying? So he could blend. You know what I'm saying? He could definitely blend, y'all. Salute to my peoples in Patterson Projects, man. Salute to my people in pink houses. Yeah. Yeah. You never know. You know what I'm saying? There was another thing that I wanted y'all to see. Hold on a second. If I can find it. It was another thing I wanted y'all to see. You see? Okay, so here goes. Now, yeah, this one right here. So check this one out. I'm about to put it on so y'all can see it with me. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can see it with me. Here we go. Got it? Okay, yep. Boom. Now peep this here. So shooter causes Brooklyn crash, 3 shot in Queens drive-by. Right? Get up out of here. Thank you. So y'all can see son started clapping and he tried to spin off and he crashed and he hurt himself. So he didn't get hurt by the Salute Highland Park. You already know, Almighty DTR. He didn't get hurt by the bullet. He got hurt when he was trying to drive off. He crashed and he gave himself severe head injuries. Right? So they say the latest spat of gun violence across Brooklyn and Queens between Saturday afternoon and early Sunday morning saw 5 people shot and injured. Police reported. Detectives believe all the shootings resulted from an ongoing citywide street gang war. 2 of the attacks occurred in Brooklyn and in broad daylight. 5 people were shot since Saturday, while another man's very critical from a head injury he received when he crashed his car dodging a gunman, one of several shootings in Brooklyn and Queens, police say. So now the reason I put this on here so y'all can see this, right, is because earlier I was looking at I guess it was a presidential debate, right? But I also heard through the grapevine as I was eating on in the break in my job, I heard people talking about. They said that when Giuliani was in office, that he cleared the streets and so on and so on. Well, and then they try to say like the mayor now, the spike is up. It first of all, you can't blame it on the mayor because everything was good before the COVID in the city. So you can't say it's on de Blasio because everything was good before the COVID. Once the COVID and the Floyd thing happened, where they're talking about defunding the police and everything else that's going on in the world with the people rallying and protesting and things of that nature, those are the things that raised up the crime level. You know what I'm saying? Because now more people is like, yo, on some effort type time and they just doing all types of random acts. You see what I'm saying? And that's a fact. All these dudes are getting caught, baby Kobe. All of them do get knocked because they do everything on. Listen, this is not the 90s. We're talking about all the 80s or those times. A lot of time people watch these movies and they'll watch American Gangster, they'll watch Paid in Full, they'll watch Juice, they'll watch all these movies, right? And then they'll get the fever of the script because the script resembles of how it was in those times. It's not those times no more, bro. You can't do those things. You can't do prehistoric things in a modern world. Fred Flintstone can't ride that stone thing if he's gonna go check out the Jetsons. You see what I'm saying? And de Blasio is a good dude. Put people too much blame and belief in politicians. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with him. It's got to do with, I'm telling you. Look at the percentage of shootings before the COVID in New York City. It was lowest. You know, their mentality with the Giuliani thing was he went and it was the way he did it was if it was 5 of y'all on the corner and only maybe one of y'all did something, all 5 of y'all get arrested. And when all 5 of y'all get arrested, y'all all sitting up in the bullpen, basically innocent. But the whole thing is that now it's basically you're guilty and you got to prove your innocence. So that's a form of oppression, utilizing that tactic. You see what I'm saying? That tactic alone was a tactic that just put dudes in the prison system. Fill the prison systems up, take them off the streets. Don't let them be adolescents. Don't let them be kids. Let them learn the hard way. Throw them in a jail cell. Baby Kobe said police just need to be voted in by the community. I think that's the way it was back in the day. If y'all noticed, the police was a gang back then. Because the Irish was here first. And, you know, they had most of the community. East New York was mad Irish in East New York. A lot of people who want to really know the history, if you want to know about the East was full of mad Irish. And then the Italians came. Yeah. If you go back to the 40s, to the 1800s. So was the firefighters. Yeah, the firefighters too. Yeah. Because the way they felt was, you see how people look at these descriptions as forms of what people do? The way it was, you know, we're going to protect the community from the criminals. We're going to save the property from the vandals. And we're going to help the sick from the diseases. So everybody became their own clique because they served a purpose in themselves, in itself. We're the firefighters, we're the cops, and we're the doctors. Then you had people who studied what? The laws. And then came the lawyers. Irish and Italian had a problem with each other for a long time. Yeah, because the Irish was here first. But the Irish were more muscle. The Italians were brain. They brought sophistication, where the Irish was straight brute. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Che, white hand, black hand. That's a fact. G bags of New York. We'll see it. Irish and Italian. Yeah. You know, a good book to read that gives you the history on what I'm talking about that I would recommend is called Tough Jews. A book called Tough Jews, where it breaks down how, you know, the whole Bed-Stuy, everything, all that was all Irish. They policed themselves. That's a fact. You know, these gangs, what they did was they protected their own territories. But you saw how it was. Constant battling, constant fights. There was really no order. And every time you had to prove that your wall was still strong. Your wall was still sturdy. So if there was no police, then that's how you will live. You got to click up. It's like when you go into a prison system and you step into the yard. Not like New York State. New York State is different. Everybody from New York, around New York. Although you got sometimes the upstate dudes, they stick with the upstate dudes, city with the city dudes. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, everybody's from New York State. Now you go to the feds, it's different because you go to a spot, you can have people from Cali, from Georgia's, Philly, New York City. You're gonna have people from different spots. So it's not like you just gonna walk in the yard and you just gonna go wherever you want to go. Dude's gonna be like, yo, you either gonna go with New York or you gonna go with whatever you get, what gang you represent. Police going to always be shooting. Al, salute. Police going to be always shooting minorities. It's just a fact because they're going to be always racism. Yeah, racism is not going to. I don't think racism will ever end. Because racism comes from judgment, and you know, judgment is something that won't ever end. People are always going to judge, make a, you know, because an opinion is a judgment. You see what I'm saying? So, and that's one thing that people are always going to have is that. There was movies with the dead end kids, white young gangsters. Oh, okay. Yeah, there was a lot of different gangs back then, you know. You know, a lot of these areas that basically now are policed were policed back then by the people in those areas, not from no external entity. It was by the people that was there. And like I said, if you look at it, it was more of a radical way of living. You know, you can cross from here to over there, and because you over there, now you got drama. You know what I'm saying? You might not even make it back. They might bother you over there. Your female can't walk too far because now without no laws, you know what I'm saying? It's like basically she could walk down this alleyway trying to go to the store and get raped. And she got to go back and tell her man like, yo, this dude did that, and then he gonna come and he gonna body him. You know what I'm saying? And you know, imagine if today's time in solving crime is still difficult. Imagine how it was back then. How many people just lived probably for the rest of their life with a couple of bodies on their soul? Human nature. Yeah, I believe human nature. That's the same thing, baby Kobe. You know what I'm saying? I believe Gabe Rodriguez, salute, boy. Yeah, that's it. I believe it is human nature because people always look at the opposite. And when they look at the opposite, they don't look at the opposite to learn from the opposite. They look at the opposite to compare with the opposite. That's where they falter at. If you look at the opposite in comparison, instead of looking at the opposite in as a something to learn, then there always going to be differences. There ain't gonna be agreements, and those differences do what? Divide. Puts you over there, me over here. Salute, Big Lou. You know what I'm saying? So, at all times, these are things that we got to think about. Um, so that's just one of the joints right there. Here's another one. Hold on. Here goes another one. So check this one out here. This one here is bugged out too. This one went viral. Uh, yeah, this one here went viral. Hold on a second. Get this out of here. Yeah, y'all got to see this one here. Check this one out, y'all. Hold on. Look at this one here. Look at this one here. Y'all can see it? I'm gonna take myself off for a second so y'all can see. KO, salute, bro. I see you.
Yeah. Will they ship to New Jersey?
So again, here we go again. Another random. You see what I'm saying? Another one that's not. Sooner or later he gonna be coming in unless he cut his hair, whatever, or do what he do. He's gonna be another one. Not. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the 90s. This ain't our era. This is a different era here. This is where you're gonna get knocked. Every time you do something, you're gonna get knocked. You know what I'm saying? And the way these dudes is moving is because they want to get knocked. Some of these dudes ain't got nothing, so they go into jail and get it for free. And that's a fucked up mentality to have. You want to go to jail because you already know you ain't gotta pay for no food. Unless you, you know, commissary or whatever. Dudes is bugged out on this one here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Another random act. You know what I'm saying? You know, another thing I always tell people, I say, yo, when a lot of these dudes, when they come through the system, at first they be looking like Baby Kobe said, what he do? Stab the dude on the train. KO said these masks make it lovely. Yes. Yes. But a lot of these dudes, when they come through for the first part, they on their rah-rah stuff. But you give them a couple of months and now they start stressing. And then some of these dudes is mental. Gay Rodriguez, would you want to defund the police or get rid of police union? Hmm, that's a good question. That's a good question there, Gay Rodriguez. Respect. Good question. Um, I'm gonna say that the training has to involve certain particulars that actually puts these individuals in a test of their perspectives. Yeah, Physically, you could be strong as an ox. You could be nice with the gun. You could be fast, athletic. But if your perception deals with disparity, then all that goes down the drain. You know what I'm saying? All that goes down the drain. And that's what you got to look for in the training. Facts, HNIC. Facts. And that's what I try to incorporate to tell people, like, you got to understand nowadays you don't think about yourself. You got to think about for your enemy. Your enemy might do something stupid, and you got to put him in his place. Because the world is full of cowards, birds. That's like, imagine, let me see, what would be a good example? Imagine, for example, like you mess with a chick or something, she has an ex that she got drama with or something like that, and you got to be hiding. You can't come out. You can't be seen. You got to be hiding. Use a bozo. Use a coward. I'm gonna be like this, like, yo, what's up? Yo, what's the deal? You know what I mean? That's me now. People should not go to jail for self-defense, bro. As a fact, Truth Seeker, that's what I was talking about before. That's why the acts are random. The acts are random because now, if you're talking about defunding the people that actually help, it's a problem. Yeah, Truth Seeker, I gotta put that up. I definitely gotta put that up. Because like I said, me, I like to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Me, I like to keep it 100. I like to always keep it 100 because when you opinionate, you're not keeping it 100. You're opinionating. Tony Colombo. Salute, Tony Colombo. You know what I'm saying? But the people today, let me give you an interesting factor on the people today. A lot of people have become so antisocial, and they stick to themselves because of the nature of people around them. That's how you get the abnormal behavior in these young kids that be going in them schools and doing them shootings and all that. They're the ones that people didn't really expect or look at because they were so probably antisocial, very secluded. Yeah, KO, that's what I was saying before. You look, salute to my brother in the army. Because if I keep this open, I'm gonna be busting these down. Yo, let me tell you something. So in the training, when they do the training, Flea Fox, salute. When they do the training, Everybody looks at passing the training easy because the physical aspect of it is to push yourself to the extreme. But do they push the brain to the extreme? This is where it gets lost at, because they're supposed to have a character test to show what a person's character is. Okay, Tony Colombo. You see what I'm saying? You have to test these people's mentalities. If you test their mentalities, then you'll really see who they are. Not because they passed the test because they was able to go over a wall with a rope and all this other stuff. Yeah, they probably, like I said, they're probably strong as an ox. But their mind has so much disparity that the minute they get into a situation where they have to use their brain, the disparity is going to take over. It's something that was missed. Now somebody becomes a subject of being victimized by this person's disparity that was undetected. That's a fact, baby Kobe. You never know a person until they're in that clutch situation. That is so true. That is so true. But you know traits of a person. You know, there's some people that, for example, the word love. A lot of people use the word love sparingly. You be in a relationship and you tell a person, or the person will tell you, yo, they love you, right? And you tell them, I love you too. But then the same way they love you, they can hate you later on. If it's that easy to go from there to here, then here never existed. That's why you got to watch those around you, because you got to be careful if that ever existed. You might have saw it, you might have heard it, but it didn't exist. All along, the person just needed something or wanted something or was seeking something. They really wasn't seeing you from the love perspective. They was seeing you from the beneficiary. What can they get from you? How are you an asset? I still can't understand how you can shoot a handcuffed individual, which has happened a couple of times, right back in the head. And I don't mean the 70 years. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying, KO. You know, these are all things that I always try to waken people up, make them aware of these things. You got to know that there's a lot of people that technically have inner secrets. They have inner secrets that they live with. So imagine these people in authority. You put these people in authority, and now what you get? You see what I'm saying? So all these things are factors that should be preemptive, should I say? They should be more preemptive when they're doing these check-ins. Hold up, but I got another one. I got another one, y'all. I got another one. Hold on. Okay, here goes. So now, so here goes this one here. So let me show y'all this one right here. So this one here is what's going on right now in the city. So what they saying is New York City schools. Oh wait, okay, I got it. So what they saying, New York City schools, restaurants, non-essential business spots to close Wednesday, de Blasio says. So what they saying is that New York City is moving to shut down schools, restaurants. Pardon me, y'all. I'm getting invaded by pop-ups over here. So that's de Blasio. That's the mayor. The city is targeting 9 areas, including predominantly Orthodox Jewish neighborhoods where cases began to flare up last month. Those include Bensonhurst, Borough Park, Gravesend, Midwood, Sheepshead Bay, or Far Rockaway, Kew Gardens, Queens. Which is interesting. They said it's interesting that they said Kew Gardens, Queens, because that's where the court is at. So so what are they saying? They're going to close the courts in Queens now? Here we go again. Okay, Tom Brazy, I'm gonna put it up at the end of the segment. Peace and blessings. Gotta take care of my wife. All right, Che Hercules. Salute to you and the wife. Tell sis I send my love. And tell Mikey I send my love too. But honestly, you can never tell how a person will react when someone holds that 40 cal to the back of their head. We can do character assessment and trainings all day. It's an imperfect career. That's a fact. That's a good point there, HNIC, for real. Back in the Wild Wild West days, if a cop shot an unarmed whoa. Back in the Wild Wild West days, if a cop shot an unarmed man or someone in the back, the cop used to get hung. Oh yeah, in the Western days, yep. Yep. Martial law. I mean, here comes the crime wave. Yeah, the crime wave is gonna come regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I say to the dudes that's out there pulling the hammers for stupid reasons, y'all dumb. Because all they're gonna do is they're gonna come out with laws and make it more stringent. And then sooner or later they're gonna curtail amongst our Second Amendment, right? You know what I'm saying, for the people who can bear arms. So all y'all doing is messing it up. You can't blame them hillbillies and them farmers for talking down on dudes because they out there doing idiot stuff with the guns. Because they probably got licenses and all that, and they're gonna have problems upholding theirs. Good point, Truth Seeker. Bring the Wild Wild West days back. I'll meet you at noon. Yeah, that's how it was back then. No, they gotta close Almighty Sazon. They gotta close those areas. They gotta close those areas. They gotta quarantine. It's like I Am Legend, yo. Cat, I see you slimming down. That's what's up. Oh yeah. The diet is working, man. I've definitely slimmed down. I'm getting my speed back. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be on and popping in a second. Y'all gonna hear about it. I'm definitely gonna hear about it. Give me a quick little KO. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you wake the beast, you got problems. Oh yeah. That's a fact. Shout out to the chat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the chat. That's a fact. Blacata. Definitely shout out to the chat. But like I said, we hulked up over here, you heard? Tales from the WAP side's coming out. It should be next week, you heard? Or the week after. Within the next 2 weeks, first episode. Um, Facts, Wildcat. I used to bust my gun in air multiple times without cops coming. Shooting was nothing back then in the 90s. And because of those types of actions, gun laws are strict now in New York. Yeah, that's a fact. That's what I'm saying. It was different. Dudes were getting clapped left and right back then, but we're talking about some serious wars that dudes had over spots. Now, a dude, you know what I'm saying, a dude with a chick or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and he coming to murk you. He coming to do you dirty. Some chicks come with bad luggage. You know what I'm saying? Then you have dudes that they just hate on the next dude. Damian, bruh. Question: did them Spanish boys back in the day make it a priority to get at you first, since they saw it as you chose the other side, being blood? Nah, you know what's crazy? A lot of them didn't. A lot of them respected the fact that you know I'm I'm from the hood. You know, it goes with your upbringing. You know what I'm saying? If you basically raised in a Spanish neighborhood, then your mentality magnified to just Spanish cultural stuff. But if you was straight just from the hood, you had Spanish cultural stuff, African stuff, Indian stuff. You had so many different stuff around you that you never like alienated yourself to one thing. Yeah, it was a block thing then. That's a fact, True Seeker. But it was a block thing back then. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? Dude, look at a dude wrong. Klakata. Do dude will go and bump you. You know what I'm saying? Dude will go and bump you and be like, you bumped him. And then he not even knowing that while he's trying to pick a fight with you got the hammer on you, and all you gotta do is just blame him real quick. It's this what I'm saying, that the acts be so random that the individuals are not thinking to themselves and saying, yo, they're not analyzing their enemy. They're just going off their emotions, jumping like you jump in the pool. Dollar sign fat salute. Papa saw money, that's a fact. You see? And because they think that way, that's why you got more people getting murdered. More people get murked nowadays because they don't take consideration to understand their enemy. They feel that most people have this "I'm tough" mentality, but don't have I Am Tough repertoire or history. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't go and say, yo, I don't caught bodies over here. I don't did this over here. They can't say none of those things. They don't have that resume. They resume is clean. Maybe a couple of things here or there, but they resume is clean. They got clean resume. Shut up. Sit down somewhere. You ass cheeks. Because that's how these individuals be. Everything is a front. I've seen, you know how many times I've seen it, bro? I'm telling you, I didn't see it so many times, man. You could be out in the street, dude start stunting, talking mad smack. He'll even swing on you. Next thing you know, you three-piece him. Bing, 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 trip him, bomb, stomp on his head, bang, bang, bang. Now you're going extra. Why is it that someone's going extra? It's not that you're going extra. It's that that's what the hand calls for. Who see, that's the part of the law that they need to fix. If somebody come at you, you should be able to use whatever amount of force that you need to use to protect who you are. You shouldn't have to supposedly you're supposed to take consideration and run the other way or man, listen here. Some dudes need to get slammed on their head. Facts, Papa Saw Money. There's always someone out there that can clean your clock out. That's a fact. But you always got to remember, some people that ain't been living that life shouldn't try to. Because the minute they try to, they get embarrassed. They get done dirty. And that either makes them or break them. Because it'll make them because maybe they want to come back now. It'll break them because maybe their self-esteem is smashed now. They don't got no more self-esteem. You know why? Because you just took their self-esteem away. But you're always Free Willy, salute. I appreciate you, bro. You want to get deep, bro? Youngins don't think as much nowadays because violence within our own is glamorized too much, especially through our music. Back then, we were raised street, but with morals. That is a fact, Truth Seeker. That's why I say nowadays, the things that people do, they don't get no props for it. Big salute, Kawan Turner, my boy. There goes the Billy in the building. Big B, salute to the chat. Salute to Wildcat Ladybug and to all my real writers. Big Psycho in the chat, a.k.a. BA. That's a fact. BA Baracas. That's my dog right there. Salute to North Carolina, Charlotte. But yeah, man, this is a very illusionary ass world. Very illusionary. Right, Kawan? Very illusional. Remember when that situation happened? How dude was running around like he was and a lot of dudes said that someone's that deal up in his hood. Son got smashed, bro. Son left out the crib in a wheelchair. This is what I'm talking about. A lot of these dudes, you gotta hide them. Because they ain't built like that. You gotta hide them. You gotta keep them in the crib. Close the curtains. Shout out to South Carolina too. Facts. Shout out to South and the North. Word up. Now they glorify being a drug user. Before it was about being a drug. Yes. Gabe Rodriguez. Rob 2G, salute, salute. Yes. You see how people talk about popping perks and all that stupidness, and they glorifying being a user. That's 100% correct, Gay Rodriguez. Before it wasn't about. Before they held it in their hand just to show what they was how they was making their money, but they'll never admit whether they took anything out that bag or not. I'd rather tell the judge I'm a user, not a dealer. Laugh out my eyes. Wayne said that. Yeah, that's a fact. A lot of people said that back in the days too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people said that back in the days. But like I said, man, us real rights, we gotta make sure that our community stays strong and our community grows every day. But we gotta keep our community strong and moralized with morals and principles, man. You know what I'm saying? Another thing, tomorrow, if anything, man, if everything goes good out, y'all see me. If not, Ray Leon and a couple of people will fill y'all in. Will definitely fill y'all in. Will definitely fill y'all in. You know what I'm saying? So Free Will, I was just thinking about that. Be a good video on what my tattoos mean video. Oh, okay. Matter of fact, baby Kobe, I'm gonna do that. Oh, y'all look out for the poem. I put a poem up there. I'm on my Halloween stuff. You know how it is. It's October and it's that time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cause I got a lot of history in my tats. You know what I mean? And I'm about to get one more right here. But you already know I got a lot of going on right now. So I definitely got that coming in the near future. But like I said, man, dudes keep doing these random acts. The prison system is gonna double. The youth is gonna be growing up in there. They're gonna be trained in there. A lot of them's gonna become recidivists. So you already know it's a lucrative. It's only lucrative that dudes do the dumbest shit. Excuse my language. It's only lucrative. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. So, I'm a person that I believe some people deserve certain things. I'll just leave it at that. KO said, like Jason. That's a fact. The Force Q, get back on that revelation. Let's go, tat for tat, cat. Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the video, tat for tat. I got a lot because I got a collage here. I got a lot of tats, and they all mean different things, but they all correlate at the end. And one thing about me, I'm big on Aztecs. The Aztec Indians, man, they was some real. If you read about them, they was like top Indians out there. That was vicious. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, Kobe. Yeah, I got a back joint too. Live from the 718. I got one on my back over here, I believe. Yeah, on this side, I got one right here. See, like I said, I got them everywhere. I got them everywhere. But So I put that poem up there from the shadow that left. Y'all go check that joint out, man. That's gonna be a famous poem soon. Famous. Y'all gonna be like, yo, this nigga Wildcat, man, it's crazy. Famous poem, you know? I heard back tats hurt the most. Nah, my back tat was easy. It was like getting under here. They gotta go under here in these areas and in your sides. Ooh, oh, in the stomach. Yeah, the stomach was. Ooh, the stomach was burning, burning. And I had a heavy-handed dude that did these, so my arms were really swollen. I had to put mine on ice. I felt every line, everything that I felt all of that. You know what I'm saying? Now when you go to these professionals out here, they spray something on your skin, you know what I'm saying? So it makes it like more tolerable. But in there ain't none of that. Mm-mm. Craig really uncut facts, cat. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, bro. So it's different. It's definitely different. You know, when you're in there, then you got to see. Some people use the needle from the diabetics. You know what I'm saying? That's a sharp needle. That's a needle. Some people make it out of the paper clip, and they sharpen it. Gabe said, "I got one on the backside and it hurts." Cat, how can I order a T-shirt or a hoodie? All right, Tom Brazy. You got to go on. Yo, matter of fact, Tom Brazy, go to Wildcat 555 on my gram. You heard? And or matter of fact, my Cash App is let me see something. Yeah, that's my cash. That's my Cash App right there, Tom. That's the Cash App right there. You could just send the bread to the Cash App, and I'll get it. Yeah, Lord Town. But you don't forget the dollar sign in the front. Damien, bro, you part Mexican? Mexican? Nah. Um, like I said, I did a long history study on the Aztecs, and we have a lot in common. The Indians I come from are called the Quisqueyan Indians because Dominican Republic was actually the island of Quisqueya, and they were Indians that was off the meat rack too. But the Aztecs were they were way bigger. They had a bigger force. Yeah, that's a fact. The Force Q, Taino, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Salute, Jay Breezy Borough. That's a fact. You know, the Indians, like I said, we're a lot of those Indians, Tainos, Quisqueyanos, Aztecs, Mayans, in all of them in a sense were powerful Indians, strains, should I say? Their communities were real. You know what I'm saying? But their communities was real. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. That's cool. Caribbean were no joke. That's a fact. Tony Colombo, he knows. Tony Colombo knows the Carib Indians. But that's one thing I tell people: it's good to know about. You need to know about these things. You need to know about what your ancestors went through. You need to know where your bloodline comes from, why you act certain way to certain things, why so much people are, you know, if you look, Mexicans have a lot of pride. They have a lot of pride in the things that they do. They always want to succeed. That is an Aztec attribute. They go all out. You know what I'm saying? They go all out, whether they win or lose. That's an Aztec attribute. The Quisqueyanos, they had a lot of swag because they mixed a lot with when there was a lot of African slaves, and there was a lot of mixture going on in what they call the servas. In fact, some people are lost or confused. Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So they had swag to them. They had a lot of rhythm. You know what I'm saying? They had a lot of rhythm to the way they hit their drums. The rhythm that they danced to was more, was something that the other Indians didn't have. You see what I'm saying? So everybody has something that they specialized in, but it always was kept within their community. Some people go with what their parents have taught them. Yeah, yeah. Or what you learned in school that they pulling now. You know, Christopher Columbus discovered America. Huh? How? How could you discover something that was already there? How could you go and say you discovered an island that already had people there? Do I have to keep on going? The way they fought was based off the drum. Look at that. Look at that. Good point there, Ray Leon Rivera. Said the way they fought was based off the drum. That's why some people had rhythm, some people were stiff, but dangerous still. All of them were dangerous in some form of fashion. But the rhythm, was more with the Caribbean Indians than it was with the Central or with the South American and all the other ones. You know what I'm saying? But salute to all the Indians, the Taínos, the Caribes, the Quisqueyanos, the Aztecs, the Mayans. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so on. Arawaks. We could keep on going. A lot of those Indians, they have to do with a lot of our lineage. Of course, the Europeans, Tony Colombo. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody. The European, the the Indian, the African. Yeah, dudes need to read. I tell dudes all the time that they should read. You heard Tony Colombo? They should read. You know what I mean? Look, I learned more from that book, Tough Jews, about my own borough than from reading all these books about the borough. You read a book about Brooklyn, they'll tell you about how they built the bridge. They'll tell you about, certain events that happen, but they ain't give you a lifestyle. Like the Tough Jews gave you a lifestyle. They actually showed you how, they had all the clothes hanging on the clotheslines and people out in the fire escapes and stuff like that. Oh, I got you. Slap a whole tribe. Then he went up in the court crying. Yeah, yeah. I always try to tell people to read a certain book because not that I read books like that, but it's always good to read a certain book to learn about your lineage, to learn about the past, because a lot of things that's happened in the past is coming back again. Look, we had the plague, right? Remember we had the plague back all the way back in the Black Plague. Look, now it's the COVID. You see what I'm saying? We had all those high crime rates and all that craziness going on. Here we go again. We're going through it again. But some people don't have to experience it if they have read about it before. So now when it happens, they're actually aware. So it doesn't catch them where they start to learn as it happens with them not having a third eye view from before. That's a fact, Big Luke. Que via Quisqueya. Maple to zero. Salute, Maple to zero. But yeah, man, the Force Q, you got me crying. You know what I'm saying? So, we just gotta understand that these people, the way they live, has an effect on how we live today. Because in our genes, it's been passed. So our actions or our reactions are those that have a pattern that is in our lineage, that is in our blood, and the way we act comes from that. You see what I'm saying? It derives from our past lineage and the way that our ancestors were. I bet you if you go back and you start to track your lineage, you will see. You know what I'm saying? You will see how they acted in comparison to how you act. It's something that's been passed on, it's in the blood. You know what I'm saying? So, it's definitely something that people should definitely look at. Definitely look at. So we got spots in the city, 9 of them, 9 communities in the city is about to be shut down because of the COVID-19. What I want to say is this, man. You gotta wear that mask. A lot of us hate wearing it, but you gotta wear it because it's only for your own good. You know, people out there is catching it, and as they catch it, they passing it. So you already know that this disease is not over. It's not over with. It's still lingering, and it's still catching victims, bro. It hasn't gone nowhere. If anything, now with the cold coming, it might get even stronger. So we might have another problem. You know what I'm saying? We might have another problem surging, man. So let's keep that in mind and uh be more cautious about the way we move. You know what I'm saying? Sanitation is very important. You know what I mean? You got kids. We don't want the kids to catch it. And it's good to teach the kids. Say, listen, man, if you want to make it to my age, you wear that mask. If you want to one day not make it home, then play games with the mask. Don't wear it. You're putting yourself in danger. Never will it return to the way it was. Yeah, man, I agree with you there, Tony Colombo. It's not gonna be the same. It might not ever be the same. Because sooner or later they're gonna turn it into like a flu when they get this vaccine. But at the same time, with the vaccine thing, I'm still looking at it from the perspective that, okay, you come out with a vaccine. How about all the strains? There's so many strains. Imagine how is a disease patented? How is a disease patented where it affects so many different strains of humans and animals? You know what? I agree with you there too, I Money Banks. But what I do is like when I'm not around people, I definitely got it down so my nose could breathe because I believe, yes, that you need to recycle the air that you breathe in. Don't think that I'm not in the loop of that, and I'm glad that you mentioned that. I appreciate you mentioning that. Murdoch, salute. They probably felt like that in the early 1900s with the Spanish flu that was more deadly than COVID. Yeah, I know Jay Breezy Fireborough, Stargate salute. I was talking about that earlier. They're gonna close 9 spots, Bensonhurst, all those spots over there. It's sad. You know what I mean? That they got to go through that quarantine stuff because now they're going back to phase 1, and then they got to go all the way back up while other places over. And and to be honest with you, how is that going to work, right? So for example, the city, everything is connected unless you're going to roadblock and really quarantine these places. If a person lives in Bensonhurst and wants to go to Ozone Park, that person can go to Ozone Park. Next thing you know, when he goes over there and he has it, he gonna spread it. So how are you really gonna quarantine these neighborhoods? I gotta see how they're gonna do that. Because now we're taking it a step further, right? We're taking it a step further now and practicing on smaller communities to see how we could shut them down because sooner or later it's gonna have to be shut down on a bigger scale. So it could be like the same way that the COVID. Some people believe the COVID was basically a test. It was a test because of biological warfare. Some people believe right now we're in biological warfare, right? As we speak, we could be in biological warfare and won't know. And they talking about this COVID, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Big Lou said, I don't think Trump has COVID. Is part of huh? Oh, to promote the vaccine, get 4 more years. Could be. It could be a strat. It could be strategy. Oh, it could be true. You see what I'm saying? We'll never know because look, first they came out with the hydrochloroquine. Remember that? I took it myself, and I ain't have nothing. But I had a weird fever one time. I woke up with a fever that was like 103 degrees, bro. Weird, weird fever. Came out of nowhere. I was so hot I couldn't even get up and move or nothing. And I had a connect, and the connect was like, "Yo, bro, the hydrochloroquine. That's what they're using." I went and got it, took it, and it shut out that fever and overnight. Cleaned out my whole system, everything. That thing was awesome. Whatever it was, or whatever came through me, or whatever, it was gone like that. But then they were saying that it's not working anymore. You see? Then they came out with another one. And then that one was working for a little bit, and then that one's not working anymore. So it's interesting, right? And both of them had to do with uh, um, they cured malaria and all those serious diseases. Yeah, yeah, serious. Another shutdown. That's crazy. Cat till when? I'm not sure, but they're gonna shut it down for a little while. But I just got to see how you gonna shut. So how you gonna shut down Sunset? Excuse me, Bensonhurst and not Bay Ridge and Sunset Park. I got to see how that one works. In order for a corporation, hold on. In order for a corporation to patent anything, especially a virus, they also have to have a vaccine. So when the virus is that as high peak, then they put out the vaccine to make the money. Yeah, yeah, but I also think that it was global population control too. How many lives did it claim? Claimed a lot of lives. Tony Colombo said they killed the Indians with polio. Yes. Yes, they started killing them with polio and all the diseases that they brought on the shores. They say we all are exposed, but some of us have strong immune systems. I think so too. But you wanna hear something bugged out? Look at that movie Cabin in the Woods. If you look at that movie Cabin in the Woods with them kids, them dudes and them chicks that they went into that cabin in the woods, and the people were playing with the devil and all the other stuff. If you notice, the dude that was blowing the trees, and then he gave some to the chick, and she started blowing trees. They lived, and they were able to conquer all the stuff that was being brought before them. Smack your face. Many people knew a shutdown was coming as soon as it got cold again. Yeah. That movie goes over a lot of heads, bro. Oh, you know what I'm talking about, right? That movie goes over a lot of heads, Murdoch said. It does. But look, if you look at that movie, then you'll really see. I saw somebody the other day had They Live. Remember I always talk about They Live? When Roddy Piper puts on the glasses, he sees people for what they are, whether they're alien or for real. I just saw somebody that had that up. I forgot who it was, but I just saw somebody had that up, and they was talking about that. They must have seen my live from back when I was talking about that. And that was another movie there that was like a subliminal where they was telling you like, yo, bro, put them glasses on so you can see people for what they are. Facts. It's so much better to be out of jail than to be in jail during these times. I agree too, man. Rest in peace, Roddy Piper. They Live, a classic. Smack. I talk about Hocus 4/5. Oh, Hocus 4/5. Yeah, I think that's who had it. That might be who had it. Salute to Hocus 4/5. I just seen him the other. Maybe it was him. Big Lou, Russian vids. Like I said, man. So we got the COVID out there. The president got it. They said that his condition was actually worsening. But then they came back and said that he's feeling better or whatever. So, no matter how much we hate the man, we don't want the man to succumb to this COVID thing. Because I actually look when people look at this presidential debate, this presidential race or whatever. Although Trump has said whatever he said, endorsed a lot of things that we are against. While his tenure that he was in office, look at how many laws he put into effect that filled up the prison system. Not much, if any at all. You see what I'm saying? But look at all these other presidents that have been in office, and look at the laws that they put in effect while they were in office. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people look at what good things these presidents show, but they don't look at the bad things that they don't show. And what makes Trump unique is that he's not afraid to falter or to make mistakes while everybody's looking. You see what I'm saying? He just holds down the criticism, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Wills, coins, and bills. Salute, bro. Reagan and Bush were terrible. Oh, yeah. Clinton. For those of you that want to know how some of these laws that were like they have the 3-strike law, the armed career criminal laws. Look who the presidents were that signed those laws into effect. And you'd be bugging out. Yeah. Whenever you hear about these laws that cause mass incarceration, see what president signed it to put those laws into effect, and you'll be surprised. You'll start thinking differently about some of these dudes. Like, hold up, bro. Nah, I don't really think he was. Nah. Yeah, you just gotta do the. You just gotta do your research. You do your research and you check and you'll see. A lot of these presidents, man. Yeah. So they could say what they want to say about Donald Trump, but how many laws were signed while Donald Trump was in office that caused mass incarceration? Not saying that he's not with the force and all that. I'm not saying that he's not with them. He's definitely with them. He said it himself. But did he go out of his way to say when somebody came to him and say, we should put this law in effect? He probably looked at it like, yeah. I'll get to that another time. I got other fish to fry. Interesting, Kawan. He said that it was population control to keep people as slaves. I think that, like I said, man, it's man-made, it's patented. There was a reason behind it. Are they gonna go up there and tell us the reason? No, it's confidential. But we ain't stupid. Because a lot of things basically are common sense. What make them common is that the ideal, the ideal is seen. That's what makes something common. If the ideal can be seen, if the ideal can't be seen, it's not common. Facts. Rest in peace, Fred the Godson. Wildcat, the Book of Life, the Bible breakdown, Holy Bible. He only left biblical info before leaving Earth. Got you. Got you. Cat, it's not Trump, it's the White House. Congress, every president has to be in the same. Why would they use disease with a 99 survival rate to thin out the population? A 99 survival rate? Shit, it didn't look like that when it first came out. They had trucks full of bodies. Trucks. Trucks full of bodies, bro. But yo, man, I don't want to keep everybody up, man. It's 11 o'clock, man. It's that time. You know what I'm saying? Time to break up out of here. We had a beautiful chat today, man. You know what I'm saying? It was good kicking with the peoples. Y'all already know there's a lot of things going on, especially in the city. So we got to make sure that we keep ourselves, like I said, we got to keep ourselves safe. You know what I'm saying? Wear that mask, drink that tea. Don't go out there and try to catch a cold thinking that the flu shot's going to help you, because if you catch the cold, it can also lead you to the COVID. You see what I'm saying? So make sure that you stay aware of those things, man. Another thing that you got to make sure you stay aware of is that, a lot of acts out there are random. So dudes be a little bit more thoughtful about the things they do. If you want to get respect for what you do it for a reason, and let the reason be something that people will respect. If you do something at random and then you expect respect because you did a random act, you ain't getting it from no gangster. You probably get it from a prankster, you heard? Viruses will always be around way long after we gone. Millions of years of evolution. I agree with you, Mitch. I will always agree with you on that, because they always making new ones. Always making new ones. You know what I'm saying? So So let me get up out of here, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all coming through. Eduardo Tavares, salute. For those of y'all that just came in, you know what I'm saying, check this one out right here, man, because we got deep on this one. And this is something that it was needed. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely needed to correlate in a more professional manner. So I appreciate everybody coming through. Like I said, it's Halloween. It's October. This is that month, man. This month ain't gonna be too good for some people. Salute to everybody in the chat. You already know the Wildcats in the building. The Wildcat is out. Rat.